Oh boy, doing one of these again. I can't sleep, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna have to be fairly quiet as this stream goes on because right next to me, right next to me, someone is asleep in the room right over. So I'm gonna have to be pretty quiet for this stream, but hopefully those of you watching can bear with me. I apologize. Uh, BD Comrade in the chat, or BD Conrad, excuse me, in the chat says hello, hello to you as well. I finally got my Xbox 360 fixed. I've been playing The Witcher 2 on there. I'm still at like the beginning of the game because I'm really, really slow when it comes to Western RPGs. I just am. I don't know why. Except for, stuff like the Elder Scrolls games. But I've been playing The Witcher 2. It's been pretty fun so far. Um, it was like $10, so it was a good steal. It was a nice game. So I've been playing The Witcher 2 now that I got my 360 fixed. And I think just about all of my kidney stone pain is gone at this point. The it was there for, you know, a solid week, I would say. At this point I'm not feeling any pain, so that's nice. I've just been really lethargic today. Like, this morning, I genuinely thought I was going to throw up. That's how lethargic I was. I felt absolutely horrendous. But other than that, I've been okay. How is everyone else doing today? I started the stream at kind of a random time, so I don't know how many people I'm going to be able to get on board. But I hope everyone is doing okay. Tomorrow will be New Year's Eve, and then it'll be 2020, 2020, and once 2020 hits, 2019 will be over, and we'll be in the middle. We'll be in the middle of you know, New Year. Good times. Good times. Look at this. This is me doing a panning shot. A panning shot on a cell phone. I really love this little thing right here. This toy from Spirited Away. It just looks so cute. It's a guy in a box. It's a man in a box. It's pretty base. Honestly. This guy, this guy is next level. He's, he's watching me. He's watching me and all of us. He's a good fella. He's from the Goodfella Society for Good People. I just made that up. Um, he's nice guy. Well, how is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today in your homes, in your lives, in your spaces of living? Honestly, going into uh, 2019, yes, 2019. I'm glad someone else picked up on that. Um, but how do those of you watching this stream want to spend your new year? Where do you guys think you're going to be? I'm getting a message. What the hell? Where is everyone going to be going into the new year? My New Year's resolution is to not get a crack addiction. That's my new goal. Hello, DZD. Hello. How are you doing today? Ugh. I'm very tired, but I've been trying to get to sleep, and resistance has essentially been futile for me. You're doing all right. That's good. No, I'm glad you're doing all right at least. I finally ended up recovering from my kidney stone. Is that I don't have pain anymore, which I think is a nice thing. Um, because obviously pain is bad. But I remember the day that I got home from the hospital. Like it was horrible. I couldn't walk. My dad had to, carry me into the he had to carry me into the house. Um, and like when I remember like post surgery, right after the surgery had happened, I had actually threw up like immediately. I threw up, um, and like I felt like I was about to cry, but I didn't. Um, and it wasn't fun. It was the opposite of fun getting out of that surgery. Um, but but as the days have gone by, I have healed and I've felt better in time. So it's there's always a positive with it. Where like even though I had to go through that excruciating pain every single day, um, the positive was that eventually it went away, and I feel like I feel like I learned a lot from having a kidney stone. Not in the kind of pretentious, new age white girl way, but like it I don't know, there was something about having that experience and then looking at other people who have had the same experience, and I felt like I could empathize with them a lot more. Where like if I have a friend or a loved one who has a kidney stone, now I know what to do. I know the kind of care to give them, and the kind of the kind of emotions that should be expressed in a situation like that, where I didn't really have the empathy for it before, but now that I've experienced it myself, I can much more confidently, um, I feel like I could much more confidently help someone in that situation. Because it was weird, the entire time that I was laying in bed, dealing with the aftermath of that surgery and dealing with that stone, um, I felt like I was in so much pain all the time, where I just wanted to hug somebody. I just wanted to be cuddled the entire time. Um, and that feeling of like desperately needing some kind of physical contact as a way to aid the pain as you're going through it, I think that's a very, very human feeling. It's very specific. Um, and now that I've experienced it, I can kind of understand where other people are coming from with the same thing. So I think that's a positive thing. Is that every bad thing that happens, there's always, well, not always, there are certain things that, but I think with a lot of these more negative experiences, there's always something that we can learn from them and can in turn make us be able to empathize with other people better. It should be seen as like a teachable moment, something that you can use to be able to better yourself in some way. And so now that the pain has subsided, I feel pretty happy, um, and that's a good thing. Uh, Dirt Nashtyish says, "What up, players? What up to you as well?" Not much. I've just been trying to get to sleep. 2020. Yes, we're going into Hello Zebujard. Shoutouts to Zebujard, one of the best YouTube channels on the site. Seriously, all of you people are sleeping on Zebujard. I I've been saying subscribe to this guy for however many years now. I guess going into 2020 it'll be 2 years. But please subscribe to Zebujard. Um, he's a good man. He makes a lot of great videos. User X says, hi Zabu. Take Loonsta Starboy, that's what I do. What is Loonsta? Let me look this up. Loonsta. I've never heard of this before. Loonsta. That sounds like some 70s shit. What is this? Loonsta. Estso sedative. It can treat insomnia. Oh, I see. So it's a sleepy pill. Yeah, they gave me, it was weird. When they gave me, what was it called? I need to check my pill bottles. What was it called? This one. I don't want to show my address. What was it? This thing. This thing right here. This, Seroquel. Seroquel. This one. When they gave me this, they said it was supposed to make me really tired, like I was gonna go to sleep. Um, it's a antipsychotic medication. They said it would make me really tired, like I was gonna go to sleep, and they said it might help with my insomnia. But I took it and it just made my heart go really fast. So I don't know about that, guys. Lunesta, I see. But yeah, no, it just made my heart go really fast. So it didn't make me tired at all. It made me the opposite of tired. I don't know why. I don't know why it has to be like that, man. It's like every one of these brain pills that they try to give me, none of them work. I stopped taking all the meds except the sleep recently, except the sleep lately. Yeah, like it's weird because every single antipsychotic that they give me always just makes my heart go really fast, or it just doesn't work. Or if it does work, it'll make the hallucinations go away, but the problem is that it'll make my heart go really fast or make me angry or change my personality somehow in a negative way. And I usually like the kind of things that the hallucinations end up making hard the most are doing things like having to go outside every day, or, having to work a job, having to go to school, this kind of stuff that you're just sort of forced to do. Um, I can manage them well enough just at my house, in my room. Um, but the symptoms end up making it difficult to do the kind of things that you're required to do, like having to work or having to do schoolwork, where it's so distracting from those things and it's so much of an interruption that I don't quite know how to deal with something like that. Like if you have to write an assignment, if you're hearing voices the whole time, how do you write it? How do you focus on anything you're being instructed to do if you're hearing voices the whole time? So, being in those kind of high stress environments, or just environments where you're kind of required to do labor, it's really difficult for me. But when I'm just at home, like if I'm hallucinating, I can go under my sheets and I can put the blanket over my head and I can just wait for the voices to go away. But you can't do that at a job. You can't be like working at Walmart or McDonald's or something and then say, "Okay, guys, I need to take an hour and a half to lay under a blanket so I can so I can do this breathing exercise so the voices in my head go away." No one is gonna do that. No one's gonna let me at McDonald's. They're gonna be like, "All right, Star. All right, what you have to do is serve this burger and that burger and this burger and that burger to this person right now. It's the lunch rush right now, right now." You know, I wouldn't have the freedom. I wouldn't have the ability to be able to wait, to wait for my symptoms to subside and go away. It's really scary when you think about it. You should get cash and live somewhere cheap as a hermit guy and farm and have pets like a pig. I want to get a pig. I'd love to get a pig. Pigs are really, really cool. It's one of my favorite animals. Yeah, no, I've fantasized about farming. Actually, I'd love to have a garden. Is that I've read a couple books on gardening. I never finished them. I just kind of opened them up and then looked around at different parts. But I've read a bit about gardening, and it seems so cool. So one of my dreams is to have a garden. I don't know about a farm. A farm seems a bit expensive and hard to manage, but I would love to have like a goat and a pig. Um, there's all kinds of animals I want to get, but yeah, I do want to grow my own food. I think growing your own food is a smart thing to do long term because you have to spend less money, and if you have to spend less money, then that's obviously a good thing. But yeah, I hopefully I'll be able to figure something out. No, I always it's weird because I've always really idolized like living like a hermit, and like those people who are like the Christian monks or the Buddhist monks and these kind of people who just live isolated from society and kind of do their own thing. I always thought that was so cool. Like when people on Wizard Chan would post the pictures of the old guys just like laying at their desk or in the woods or something, I always thought that was the coolest thing. Or I guess because I've spent so much time alone and I generally prefer spending time alone, looking at the lives of hermits, I feel a little bit, I wouldn't say jealous, but I guess envious. I feel envious of their lives. Like I want to live the way that they do. And so it's weird. Like being able to do that in the USA is really hard. Everything costs so much money. No, cows are cute too. I love cows. They're not very smart though. Yeah, their cows are not very smart. So they're not, you can't really play with them. For me, it's internet star, homeless, traveler, vagabond, hermit, death, or mixture of those things, or husband. I can't imagine life in the future. It's difficult. It's really hard to look into the future and see what you're going to be. Where like I have all these different ideas of what I want to do or what I could potentially do, but it's hard to look into the future and to be able to see, like how the hell am I supposed to know what I'm gonna be in a year, or 2 years? It's weird. Like when I was in middle school, um, I was really scared of having to work a job. I was terrified of having to work a job when I was in middle school because going to school was so hard for me. Like my symptoms kept getting worse around that time, and it made it difficult to go to school. And so, um, when I would get home, a lot of the things that would keep me up at night was thinking about like, how the hell am I going to even work? You know, I wasn't really talented at anything, and I didn't have any ideas on stuff I would be able to do. And even now, like when I write or when I make videos, it's too niche to really make a lot of money to live off of. And so I was just really scared. I spent years and years just being really scared of what was going to happen to me in the future, because like people like me, we don't really have a place. Like there's not a system in place to be able to make us be okay in society. We're just kind of on the outside of it. It's a little bit scary. What about neat bugs? I would probably be able to get neat bugs. Yeah, I would probably be able to because when I was talking to my psychiatrist, they told me that with a schizophrenia diagnosis, they usually They said expedite the Neatbucks process is that you're closer to first in line for disability if you have schizophrenia. So I should probably be able to get it because I have a long medical history too. Is that if I just go to the doctors that I've seen throughout the years and I request my medical records, I can give the disability people my medical records and they can see that I've had these problems for a long time. Um, Monks are pretty awesome. I sometimes dreamed of living as one. They are pretty awesome. Well, I've been a NEET all these years, so the future might be exactly as it is now, basically. You'd have to live in a cheap place like Kansas or Thailand with this amount of subs. That is definitely true. I don't make nearly enough money to be able to live sustainably off YouTube. Definitely not. Um, I remember seeing this video recently. It popped up in my recommendation feed. Was that this woman lived in Thailand for a house that cost her $100 a month, or just over $100 a month. I was like, what the hell? How does a house cost that much for rent? And it was so bizarre. Oh fuck, what is P? I don't know what is P, man. Um, well, we're not in Kansas anymore, says Dadgun to the recoil. That's pretty base, man. But I like Kansas. I thought Kansas was really boring when I went there. To be honest with you, Zabu, I couldn't stand it. I thought it was so boring. Like, there was just nothing but fields, and the people, I don't know, the people seemed pretty weird. I didn't like Kansas when I was there. I wasn't there for very long though. So maybe my opinion is biased, but when I was there, it felt like nothing was there at all. The boring aesthetic, I guess so. I don't like the boring aesthetic very much. Did you have a good Yule? I don't know what a Yule is. Do you mean Yuletide? Are you talking about Yuletide, Christmas? Is that what you mean? Mm. Now my Christmas was okay. I didn't really Hmm. I got that copy of The Witcher 2. That was really the only thing I got for Christmas. Um, I didn't really get anything else. Pagan Christmas, I see. I got the Switch because people on Discord sent me money and I used the money that they gave me for Christmas to buy a Switch. So that was pretty cool. But I did that earlier this month. That was the best thing I got for Christmas. But I wouldn't have been able to get it if it weren't for friends on Discord sending me money for Christmas. But my dad gave me a copy of Witcher 2, which I think is pretty cool. Which Switch games do you get so far? I have these are all my Switch games. Is that I have uh Dark Souls Remastered, Toho, Kabuto versus Burst Battle, Payday 2, and then Pokemon Shield. Those are all the Switch games I have. I want to get Pokken Tournament. Pokken Tournament Pokken Tournament seems like a very fun game. Um, I want to play Smash, but at the same time, Smash is too expensive. But I also I want to play Splatoon 2. I don't have online yet. I need to get online for Nintendo Switch because like I have Payday 2 there, but Payday 2 is basically a brick without the Nintendo online service. You have to pay for the online service to be able to play it. So it's kind of I just kind of have the copy of the game and I can't even play it. I want to be a comfy farm neat. It's pretty based. Soldier DK says, "Hey dude, sup? We have Hikikomori Gang in here. We have the Japanese Hikikomori, Soldier DK, and then we have the neat Zabujard, Cartoons for Tweeds. This is Neat Gang in here. I really wish, I didn't have to do this school online thing. I mean, I guess it's better than going to the school physically, where I still have to go to the school physically sometimes when they, um, basically how it works is that I have to get extensions for doing the school online, so I have to go to the school physically in order to get extensions for doing it online. Um, and so sometimes they make me get on the bus and go there, and it's really annoying the days that I do have to go to school, but hopefully I can get another extension to let me do it online. I don't even like doing it online just because I don't really like the work very much, but it's better than going there physically. When I was going there physically earlier this year, it was an absolute nightmare. I'm not gonna say that word, hours. Yes, I see. Um, uh, no, it's almost, yeah, no, it is 2 a.m. right now. 2 a.m. I've been trying to get to sleep since about, I want to say 12. I've been trying to get to sleep since about 12 a.m. I haven't been able to get to sleep yet. Ugh. I want to get more cranberry juice. And here we are now in the somewhat dirty kitchen. There's a random wrench there. Sounds nice, dude. Any plans for the end of the new year? I mostly just want to make more videos. There isn't much else I want to do. Is that making videos is kind of like it's kind of the only thing I do. I don't really do anything else besides writing. I like to write. Um, but yeah, that's really my only goal is that I want to make a video every single day. If I can make a video every single day, I think that would be pretty cool. So far, what I have are I have 3 videos that I've uploaded and posted. They're scheduled videos for 2020. So you'll be able to see those when they come out. I slept throughout the holiday party again this year. Haha, same. I do nothing on holidays, I just sleep away. Yeah, I ended up sleeping throughout most of Christmas Day. But the thing was is that I went to I went to my mom's house. I went to my mom's house and we ate dinner there, but most of the time I was just bored out of my mind when I was sitting there. Oh, that was the other thing I didn't mention was that Family Dollar was having a clearance, so she gave me these headphones. That's what she gave me for Christmas was those headphones. So that's good because the left ear on my headphones was breaking, so I needed new ones. So I that was cool. Um, we just kind of ate food. I didn't really say very much. I just kind of sat in silence. I was pretty depressed, to be honest. But when I got home, I felt a lot better. Because I took I think it was like yeah I wait what was that? Anyway, um, anyway, yeah, no, when I got home, I felt better because I took some oxycodone, and it was like my whole mood was better after that. Like that entire day, I was so depressed just sitting there in my mom's house during Christmas, and as soon as I had some oxy, I felt better. What brand is it? Does it sound good? Man, I got $40 Chinese headphones, then it was better sounding than my 250 Sony one, so I sold it right away. Lol. I actually don't know what brand this is. It's Kobe. Yeah, it says on the side that this is Kobe. But it's weird. It's weird talking about opiates because when I had gotten back from the hospital and they had given me oxycodone, it was kind of weird because like the only context in which you hear it discussed in the United States is, opioid epidemic, oxycodone, dangerous drug, this kind of stuff. And I can kind of understand why so many people get addicted to it because when I had taken it, it was like my entire mood felt better, you know? It's great. It was I wouldn't recommend taking it recreationally, but it was like my mind had felt at peace. I felt okay the entire time. And so it was pretty bizarre. The other thing was that my pain went away too. This is the strange thing is that I had been in such excruciating pain throughout portions of that day. And then when I took that medicine, it was like it just disappeared. It was just gone. How does that happen? How does that happen? How does one drug take you from feeling so bad that it's hard to walk and you just feel terrible to the pain is not only gone, you also feel in a blissful euphoric state. It was so strange. I was writing about boys kissing and other forbidden things. That's pretty based, bro. I got Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna on the Switch. Nice. Don't they have a couple Xenoblade games on the Switch now, right? I think they're making Xenoblade Remastered. Xenoblade Remastered now. I found $300 I didn't know I had in a drawer I never opened, and also got some headphones. DT77 770 80 OHM. I don't know what any of that means. They're nice and comfy for long listening and isolate well, so I could ignore the holiday. Yeah, I don't know anything about like good headphones. I've always just gotten the cheapest headphones I can find, because I can't really afford getting good headphones. It costs all like any headphones you could get always costs too much. Like I can't imagine spending, like more than $100 on headphones. Even 100 is pushing it. Like that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to put on one thing. I don't know if I could do that. Hmm. But yeah, that was the other thing that I learned from getting a kidney stone was that I can kind of understand why the opioid crisis is such a big thing and why it's like everywhere in the US because those medicines feel really, really good. That's the thing. I wonder if B.D. Conrad was just joking about writing about boys kissing. Because when I was 14 years old, I used to read I used to read a lot of these yaoi fan fictions and this kind of homoerotic literature, and none of it was very good, like from a writing standpoint, none of it was very good, but I was 14 years old, so I wanted to read it. Do you still have some of it? I'm assuming you're referring to the medication. No, I don't have any left. I still have to drink this cranberry juice all the time though, because when I did the checkup, they did the ultrasound and then they did the what was it? The X-ray. Um, and they saw the sand on the inside of my kidney is that a lot of the sand had passed through, but not all of the sand had passed through. So, I still have to drink this cranberry juice in order to get the sand out of my kidney. That's fun. But it doesn't like the weird thing is that the first little bits hurt a lot to piss out. You know, they hurt a lot, coming through your urethra or whatever. But after a while it doesn't hurt so much. I think the bits and pieces of the stone get smaller as time goes on, you know? But they would make me pee through a strainer, so basically the doctor sent me home with a strainer, and I had to pee through the strainer every time I went to the bathroom. So I had to like hold this strainer under my dick and I had to pee into it every time I wanted to go to the bathroom. It was so, especially when I got home the first day, because it was hard to stand up. Um, it was hard to stand up when I got home from the hospital. And so I had to stand there and pee while it was difficult to stand up. It was really, really annoying. Um, it, I wanted to just sit on the pot. I couldn't just sit on the toilet. I have to hold this retarded strainer, and it was annoying. Um, Cranberry juice in a whiskey glass is neat core. I would assume. Um, Good luck with that kidney stone or whatever it is. I mean, there's no need to wish me luck on it. It's already gone. They did the lithotripsy and exploded the stone. And I didn't even have to get a stent. That was the interesting part is that I suppose I can tell this story is that when I went to the urologist in my town, they had told me that they were going to have to put a camera inside of my you know what, my penis, my dick. They said they were going to have to put a camera inside of it and run a string through it in order to destroy the stones that were in there. Um, and that's what they told me they were going to have to do is that it was I don't remember if it was called a collapsible stent or something like that. It was some kind of stent. And what ended up happening was that we go to the hospital for my surgery. And my mom is telling them, she's like barking up the tree over here, my son can't have penicillin, he can't have penicillin. I don't want anything penicillin or in the penicillin family, right? And so she's going off on everybody in this hospital. She's freaking out over it. Nothing in the penicillin family, no penicillin. And what she didn't realize um, was that uh, there's a lot of antibiotics in the penicillin family. There's a fuck ton of them. In fact, most of them are in the penicillin family. And I've actually had antibiotics in that family before. But she was just freaking out and saying, no, nothing in the penicillin family. And the doctor who was doing the lithotripsy, he just looks at her. He just stares at her. He doesn't say anything. He writes a few things down. And this is when he came in the room. She had already been yelling at the nurse and stuff. When he came in the room, he just said, "Well, if you're going into surgery, you have to have antibiotics and blah blah blah." And eventually, he just changes his plan. He doesn't do the stent, any kind of stent. He doesn't do the stent with the string, where the string has to hang out of your dick for a week and then they pull it out. He didn't do the stent with the camera going inside and this kind of stuff. He just did the lithotripsy, exploding the stones while I was asleep. And so there was no stent. So he was good enough to do it. He was a good enough urologist, he was a good enough doctor to be able to get the stone out, exploding it during the lithotripsy while I was asleep. Um, uh, and so, like, it was weird. It was very, very weird because when you do the stent where you have the camera or when you have the string, one of the two, um, you have to have penicillin during the surgery because obviously if they're sticking something inside of you, you need antibiotics. Um, but because they had to change their plans during the surgery, they ended up not giving me antibiotics during the surgery, uh, just because of how much she was complaining. So they actually had to change the way they were going to do the surgery. And that was interesting. But they end up putting me to sleep with this like I don't remember what it was. It was in my IV, but I got knocked out cold really fast. And when I woke up, I was just in this excruciating pain afterwards. It felt like I was bleeding from the inside. It was just horrible. And I asked I asked multiple nurses for hugs because I was feeling so bad. And they ended up taking me to the room and they rushed me out really fast. That was the weird thing, was that they rushed me out of the hospital so fast that I felt still disoriented when I was like leaving, when they put me in the wheelchair and I got out. I couldn't even quite tell what was going on because like I felt so disoriented. No, the stream's back online now. They ended up turning the stream off. CIA got me again, but I'm back now. And so, they roll me out really fast, and I end up getting home. But I had to wait. The thing was, is that I had to wait for like 2 hours, 2 hours, to get my antibiotics and my pain medication. Um, that's because my dad had to go to work. So he was at work and then I was like sitting there in pain for 2 hours waiting for it. It was really, really hard. But oh wait, Big Poppy's going away. Oh no. I was gonna respond to some of the stuff he said, but let's see here. Um uh damn bro, that sounds so painful. My dad gets kidney stones too sometimes. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to get more because like I'm 17 years old, and if you get kidney stones this early, they're probably gonna reoccur throughout your life. Sometimes my dick hurts for no reason. That's bizarre. Imagine you wake up and they got a whole drinking straw in your jimmy. Terrifying thought. I didn't think it was that scary. Like, the urologist had prepared me for that for like weeks, and even my primary care doctor, when they told me I had a kidney stone, they told me that might be what they're gonna do because the stone was so large. Um, so it wasn't really that scary. I'm happy I didn't have to do it though. When I was put institutionalized for a suicide attempt, I developed a craving for cranberry juice since it's most of what they had in the hospital. Very, very strange. They had a lot of cranberry juice in the mental hospitals I went to as well, both of them. She was afraid the penicillin would turn you gay. Yes. She sounds like an anti-vaccinator. Absolutely not. Well, actually, no, she is an anti-vaccinator, but um, the more so to address your concern, I'm allergic to penicillin, but I'm not allergic to things in the penicillin family. It's very different. So she was telling them, don't give him anything in the penicillin family. I'm just allergic to penicillin. I'm not allergic to those other things. But she didn't understand that, so she was doing her, screaming and all this kind of stuff. Um, let's see, you, screaming face, damn sorry you had to go through that. No, it's all right. I mean, I'm past the worst of it now. I'm doing pretty well at this point. I don't feel any pain or anything like that. I'm okay. Um, let's see here. Glowed. All right, good night, folks. Good night, Poppy. Can we have a music share stream? I think you've asked me this multiple times, and on one of the streams, I forget which one it was, I actually did share a bunch of the music that I listened to. So I don't really want to do another one because I I don't um I don't know offhand what music to recommend. I don't listen to a lot of music. But you had asked me that like a bunch of times, and then one stream I did, I shared a bunch of stuff I like to listen to. And I shared my Rate Your Music in that stream as well. When I was put institutionalized oh wait, no, so you said it multiple times? It looks like you post the same message twice. I read that message earlier. Very, very strange. Um, what is everyone doing awake at 2 a.m., I wonder? Yeah, it makes sense that I'm awake at 2 a.m. Oh, like, DZ Dog, why are you awake at 2 a.m.? I thought, I thought, like, do you work the night shift or because I know you have a job. I just don't know what your hours look like. Um, what do you think of Watashi ga Monote no wa do Kanagetomo o I can't pronounce that one ga wadamote. No matter how I look at it, it's you guys' fault I'm not popular. I just started to watch it. Um, I think it's a really good show. I watched it like 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago actually. So I don't know what my opinion of it would be now, um, but I think I would still really like the show if I rewatched it. Obviously, I think Tomoko's a really fun and endearing character. She's not a good person by any means, but um, I think she's very interesting to watch. The strange thing about that show was that it's supposed to be a comedy show, right? Watamote is supposed to be a comedy show. I never laughed at any parts of it. I just kind of felt bad for her. I felt really bad for her because obviously she's, well, she's not a hikikomori. She's not a hikikomori, but she is a neat. Um, and so, uh, well, wait, no, she's not a NEET either because she goes to school. Then what would she be? I guess social outcast. Social outcast, I guess, would be a better term for Tomoko. So, she's a social outcast and she's an otaku. She's an otaku. And so the way she experiences life and sort of her struggles, I could relate to a lot. And, I don't know. I just thought it was a relatable show. The animation's not very well done, but it wasn't really required because the nature of the show was more about the dialogue, I think. Um, and so I don't know. I thought it was a fun, relatable show. A lot of parts of it were very sad. No, I'm not working now. Still on the hunt. Oh, okay. In in Japan, it's 70:30 right now. So that would mean it's 5 o'clock? Yeah, 5:30. So it's 5:30 over there. Interesting. Is it is it PM or AM? 5:30 PM or 5:30 AM? Um I should be heading to bed soon. Okay. Good night, DZ dog. No, I always appreciate you coming out to the streams. Oh, 5:30 p.m. Okay. Yeah, right over here it's 2:32 a.m. 2:32 a.m. So it's basically 2:30 in the morning. What media are you watching lately? I've been watching an anime series called Chaos Head. I've been watching Chaos Head recently, and I'm about what is it? Yeah, 7 episodes through, or was it 8? I think I got 8 episodes through. So it's a 12 episode series. I'm almost done with it, and it's a really fun show. Uh, the characters are pretty flat and one dimensional, but I don't really care that much to be honest with you. Um, I I I just like that. I just like the plot. Like basically, what it's about is that there's this otaku guy who's in his room all the time, and he plays a lot of like MMORPGs, and he has these delusions or basically there's this plot in his mind possibly I don't even know that these people are being murdered and he doesn't know if it's him or if it's not him, and like there's this sword that he has that has some kind of power. The story is really convoluted. I haven't paid very much attention to the storyline, to be honest with you, just because I think like the general idea of the show was fun. Um, that it isn't even really about keeping up with the plot events in the story because the plot's pretty dumb. Um, I'm just kind of watching it as background noise, where I like certain parts about it. Obviously, I like that the characters are neat, so I'm gonna watch it because it's neat anime. Um, and I like I like some of the more gory scenes, some of the fight scenes, but other than that, it's a pretty standard show. Got insomnia. I think I do. Now, what I was told I had was some kind of sleep disorder. Yeah, my high school life was a lot like hers. Yeah, yeah. Oh, we all know that feel. Didn't she try to fuck her brother? Did she? I don't even remember. No, there's the manga panel. There's the manga panel where she had asked him to show her his dick, um, and I remember that from the manga. But other than that, I don't know. I think there was a scene. There was a scene where she had like in her head been thinking about incest anime, and it was like one of those funny like oh Tomoko's commentating in her head kind of scenes. And all of the interactions she had with her brother were like really pathetic in the show. I remember that. Hmm. No, I remember when cringe cest. Yeah, it's basically cringe cest. No, I remember when Red used to be awake to be on the streams, is that I would start a stream at like 12 a.m., right? And then Red would be on the stream until like 4 a.m. when I was done. And that was always so much fun. I kind of miss having him around because we had this server, it was called Denpa, and basically in this server we had talked our friends Red and Twisted, all three of us, we had talked there along with a few other people. Um, and it was a very small, comfy server, but like I would talk there pretty much every day. Um, and I miss it. Is that he turned the server into just like his YouTube Discord, where all the people who watch his videos go to. And it used to be so comfy, um, you know, talking to those guys in there. But you know, it is what it is. He doesn't. He doesn't really show up for my streams anymore either. I wish I could talk to the guy. Like I message him every now and again on Discord. I try to send him a message, but it feels like he's just so busy all the time now. Um, let's see. I'm on episode 5. Nice. Guys, fellas, look what I found, okay? I just found this on my desk. This isn't very much, but this is like it's like microscopic. You can't even see it. Maybe if I flash a light. Can I flash a light? Yes. Very, very small. So, okay, you still can't see it, but very small. Very, very small pot leaves. I can't believe this was under my nose the entire time. The entire time this was under my nose. I don't know how I didn't see it. I'm on episode 5. Yeah, it's definitely a show worth completing. It's definitely a show worth completing, I think. It's a good show. I've been trying to come up with topics for this New Year's thing because I've only gotten, 3 videos done for the like a video every single day in January thing. And I've been trying to figure out what topics I should do for videos because it feels like I've talked about so many things at this point on YouTube that most topics tend to come out organically instead of me thinking, okay, I'm going to talk about this. The problem with that, though, is that when you're trying to make this like structured YouTube plan of, I'm going to release a video every day in January, um, you can't just wait for certain topics to come about organically. You have to build them. You have to make them real. Uh, hmm. But I don't know. Is there anything any of you would want me to do a video on? Because I'm very, very open to suggestions at this point. I've even been looking at writing prompts now. I've even been looking at writing prompts in order to figure out what videos I'm gonna make, because I don't even know. I don't even know, man. Hmm. Did you guys like the laundromat video? I liked that video a lot when it was done. Um, oh, how did you guys feel about that one? Hmm. Round and round. You repeated a take in that video. No, that was intentional. That was intentionally done. Explain? That's up to you, man. I don't really know how to explain the editing choices I made in that video. I just sort of made them. I think it's better to let people come to terms with their own meaning, you know? Obviously, I have my own interpretation of the video, but I want people to look at the video and to come up with their own interpretation. I don't want to ruin their interpretation by explaining mine. Um, oh yeah, that's that. I don't know, maybe I'll explain it one day. How did you feel about the video? Did you like it, Ethan? Man, incels are so strange. I don't understand how a group of people can think about sex for so long. Why do they care? There was this one guy, he told me that thinking sex was boring was a cope. Is it really? It wasn't These Four Walls or anything, but it had some similar vibes. I see. Well, it wasn't meant to be These Four Walls. It was just meant to be, like, stories. It was just things that happened to me. These Four Walls, it was a combination, like, it was a narrative, but at the same time it was also an analysis, or I guess multiple analyses of different phenomenon in media, and I guess you could say emotions as well. Um, and it was telling a story, like it has a coherent beginning and end, but at the same time, the purpose of that story was to aid the analysis that I was doing in that video. So I'm doing a lot of different things in one video. Um, and so what that video was intended to do is very different from what the laundromat video was intended to do, you know? They were they were trying to go for different things. Where like the laundromat video was just sort of meant to tell stories, uh, and it was pretty fun. I had a lot of fun making it, um, but it wasn't meant to be this like emotional analysis slash story. It was just meant to be stories. I liked when you reviewed retro gaming setups. I think you might be the only one, Princess Dashi. I never get people telling me to do that. Um, Hopefully, I mean, I want to do it again one of these days. Currently the only retro console I have set up is the NES, but I was playing the NES earlier today. I was laying in bed and playing it. So I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll go back and I'll review some of the old games. I mean, I have I have the Dreamcast right there. Why did you want to walk to the mental hospital alone? Well, it was because I was already out at night. Maybe I should have explained that in the video. I guess I thought about explaining it, but I thought the detail was kind of unneeded and would have made the video, it would have added extra detail where there didn't need to be any. But I was in the laundromat for a couple hours that night after it had closed, and going back to the house to get my mom, walking all the way back just to have her walk with me to go to the hospital wouldn't have worked, because first of all, the coat that I had was not nearly good enough to withstand walking all the way back to a very cold house, and then being cold there, just to leave the cold house and then be cold outside again, walking all the way to the. It was just way too much distance. I would have probably gotten hypothermia or something if I did that, you know? Um, so, your mom didn't have a car. Why would she have a car? She can't even drive. But I don't understand how we would have been able to afford a car. Like, I say in the video that we were driving on buses multiple times to get to the different cities. I think the context was kind of obvious that she didn't have a car. Like, why else would we keep getting on buses to get to all of the different cities we were trying to live in? That wouldn't make very much sense. Um, but no, yeah, no, she can't drive because she has epilepsy. She has epilepsy, so she can't drive. But even if she couldn't afford a car with the amount of debt she has. Hoo-wee, that would be impossible. Um, but yeah, so I walked, and it was really, really cold outside, and I'm glad that I did walk alone, because first of all, I wouldn't have been able to get there in the first place. But I found that guy, that cab driver, at the exact right time. He was filling up on gas. He was, I guess he was making his route. He was going to go, sit somewhere else until the end of his shift was over. And I found him at the exact right time to ask him where the hospital was. And he drove me there. And I'm really thankful for that guy, that he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to, you know, he didn't have to drive me there that night, but he did. And really thankful. What's it like living in a world that punishes you for being poor? Um, I mean, it is what it is. It doesn't feel too good, but at this point, I just kind of live with it. Um, Nowadays, I'm doing better than I used to. Nowadays, I'm doing a lot better than I used to. But for the longest time, I just had to kind of live with it. Um, and I don't know. It doesn't feel very good. I guess when I was younger, it was scary. Like when I was a little kid, and I had to wonder, when are we gonna eat again? Um, why am I hungry? Uh, these kind of things. Why is the heating bill not being paid? Why is there? I remember when I was like 6 years old. It was really scary because it was in the middle of the summer, and we didn't have air conditioning. So we were there in the house, and it was like a burning hot summer. It was insane outside. And we were like burning up. I was sweating all the time, and I wasn't eating very much either because, we didn't have very much food. And it was in the sweltering summer that, we didn't have air conditioning because we just couldn't afford to pay the bill. And that, like when you're 6 years old, you don't really understand those things. You kind of do. You can kind of get a basic grasp of what they are when they're explained to you, but you don't really get it. You don't get why these things are happening or why they are the way they are. But as I got a little older, like when I was like 8, 9, 10, and I had to sit there thinking like, oh, this is why I'm hungry. This is why, this is why these things are as difficult as they are. Um, it becomes, I, it's scary at first. It's scary at first, but as the time goes on, it just sort of becomes a fact of life, and you just accept it. You don't really feel bad about it anymore at that point. It's just a fact of life. It just is what it is. Um, so I don't know. It's been so long that it's difficult for me to give you a coherent answer because I don't like right now. This is the best. This situation I have right now is the best that I've ever had. But like, we still live below the poverty line. The only reason I have like these video games and stuff is because of money that I've been given online or gifts that I've been given by family members over the years. This is stuff that I've collected over the last like 10 years. Um, but uh, I don't know. It's kind of that's American culture is that you see homeless people with iPhones and shit. Homeless people with iPhones and expensive laptops, but they don't have food. Have you ever thought about that? It's really bizarre. Um, 24-hour Starstream win, 24/7 Starstream win. I haven't done that because it seems like a big hassle. I feel like I would go insane during the middle of it. That sucks, man. I'm sorry. No, it's all right. Um, I don't know. I don't even know coherently how to feel about it. That's the thing is that like when you haven't lived the other way, it's difficult. It's very, very difficult um, to be able to feel like life is anything different. Um, I don't know. Am I making sense? I feel like I'm not making sense. Let's see here. I don't remember how I found it, but I watched a video about being homeless in Japan. Was it by hiding in my room? I look ridiculous. Is Ethan still on the stream? I think he disappeared. Thinking HMR is real. Hiding in my room is obviously not real. His old videos from like early 2017 and 2016, um, I believe a lot of those were real, but at this point, like the vast, vast majority of his content is obviously fake. Um, I think he realized the gimmick. He realized why he was getting popular on YouTube, and then he just emphasized the really autistic aspects of his personality and made up fake drama in order to get views. And he admits to it pretty regularly. Like the homelessness in Japan thing, he said, "Oh yeah, that was completely fake." Yeah, I'm still here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I always feel a little bit, maybe not sad, but I feel a little weird when people leave the streams and then they don't say goodbye because I just look at the numbers, right? I look at the numbers going down and I was like, "Oh, why didn't they say goodbye?" Like sometimes people even imply that they're going to leave, but they don't say goodbye. I guess that's better than not saying goodbye, but I don't know, it bothers me a little bit. I was thinking about what to type, and I was going to say something about how weird it is that I can peer into your life via the internet, even though I'm from a completely different walk of life. Yeah, I think that's the wonderful thing about the internet is that it allows you to be able to empathize with people who are completely different than you. And that's why I like it. You know, if you go to my channels tab, if you open up my YouTube page, you find my channels tab, and one of the YouTube channels that I have there is called The OED Loves Me Not. And he is a Japanese man who regularly makes, you know, hour long, 50-minute long, 40-minute long videos. And some of them are in Japanese, but many of them are in English. He talks about antinatalism a lot, as well as just books that he's reading. And I look at this guy who's, you know, in his like 40s, I believe, 50s. You don't know. I don't know his age. Um, and he makes these hour-long videos, which is a decent chunk of your life. There's 24 hours in a day. An hour is, you got 23 left. Um, and the fact that he's made so many of these videos that are this length, where he's talking about antinatalism or just these books that he's reading, and he shares little anecdotes about people he met, and things in his life, and I'm connecting with a person who I would have never met and never understood otherwise. A really unique person at that, a really interesting person. Um, and that's beautiful. It's beautiful. I would have never understood anything about this guy. The internet is such a powerful tool for communication that we can share, you know, virtually our entire lives on here, um, to such a raw extent that, you know, you can find videos of people having panic attacks on YouTube. You know, people can describe it to you, but have you ever seen one? Once you see one, there's a bit more understanding there than what you might have had before. That's very special. It's very, very special. Um, I like the internet a lot. Um, I think with the advent of streaming as well, there's a lot of value to be found there. No, it was a documentary, but I saw HMR's Homeless in Japan video, and yes, Elvis the Alien exposed him about him lying about it. Oh, I see. The interview that Elvis did with him was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. How ridiculous. I look so ridiculous right now. Ooh, okay. I guess I can show you a peek. I can show you a sneak peek of Star. Said I look ridiculous holding this. I don't know how. Why? Why do I like? I guess I'm like a fine gentleman. Oh yes. I look ridiculous. I look ridiculous. Oh, oh. Here? Oh no. There's barely anything in this pipe. There's like nothing here. It's like nothing. I I don't even know why I'm trying at this point. There's almost nothing here. It's a nightmare. Um, what's your favorite part of my viewership, Star? Um, I like that you compliment me a lot and that you're very nice. But I also think that you tend to say a lot of insightful things, and you have very unique perspectives on the things that you talk about, or at least you express them in interesting ways. Like I remember this one time you had said that you tried to show some normies my videos, your normie friends. And they dude weed LMAO. Yes, yes, yes. How could I forget? But you had said that you would try to show some normies my videos. And like the fact that maybe some other people have tried to do that before, but they've never told me, you know? Like the fact that you would see that as something that is worth telling me and is funny, and it was funny, um, I think that's special. You know, you tend to say things that other people just don't say or wouldn't say, or say them in a way that wouldn't typically be said. And so I really like that. I like people who have an air about them, a sort of unique essence. I like that a lot. I think that's very cool. You know what's interesting? And I get this from the Red Folks a lot. I get this from his group, his part of the internet. Um, thanks, Star. Yeah, no problem. I get this from his part of the internet is that they always tell me that I have a receding hairline. I very clearly don't have a receding hairline. I don't know if you can see here. My hair is not receding. Um, I just have a hairline. It's not receding. I don't have a receding hairline, but the people in Red's server keep saying that I do, and I get the screen caps because that guy, Kalia always sends me, he always sends me the screen caps of stuff that's going on in Red's server. I don't have a receding hairline. I don't know where that idea comes from. I find it very, very strange. Someone said that I look like a death metal guitarist, which to me is a huge compliment. Um, which to me is a huge compliment because uh, I like death metal a lot and it's one of my favorite genres and I think it's cool and good. Oh, no thank yous in the chat. What is he saying? Instead of streaming, go watch the Star Trek episode Chain of Command. I feel like I feel like this is going to come back one day and be important. Where's my pen and paper? Where's my pen and paper? I don't know where it is. I took it off my desk because I put the Xbox 360 here. I don't know where it is. I'll try to remember, okay? But yeah, I found that to be a great compliment. You have a big forehead. I want to smack it and hear the pop. Nice. Um, scratch balls, sniff fingers, review smell. I'm not gonna do that. I don't know why you would expect me to do that. Okay, but but yeah, I guess I guess the one thing. What was the? I can't remember. There was something I was gonna say about Star Trek, and I don't remember what it was. Um, an ominous message. I think it was an ominous message indeed. Like, there's barely anything in here, but I keep trying to make something out of it. Like, I can go in for a hit, and then there's basically nothing here, but I keep trying anyway. It's the most hopeless endeavor one could possibly partake in, but I try anyway. There's like nothing here. I at this point I'm like smoking gas fumes or something. There's nothing here. I don't know why I keep trying this. There's nothing but ash. Yeah, there's get it out of the pipe. Yeah, it all falls down. See, there's nothing but oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's a small wait, no, it just broke. Okay, did all of these break? All of these break pretty easily, so there's basically nothing here. I've considered trying Tinder, shitposting for a laugh, but I have no phone to do it with. Yeah, I wish I didn't have a phone, to be honest with you. Um, I don't like having a phone. I guess to do these streams, they're okay, but why can't I just do that with a webcam of some kind or a GoPro? You know, you can live stream from GoPros. Uh, uh, Okay. Um, no, you can live stream from a GoPro. You can live stream from a GoPro on that. I don't like having a phone. Um, I wish I could like listen to my. Can you imagine if dating websites gave everyone a review section? That would be amazing. I feel like I would have some of the lowest star ratings on the website. I would my reviews, they wouldn't just be like bad, don't try. They would have mini paragraphs, I think. Because it's weird, right? It's very, very weird. I don't want to just be averagely bad. Like I don't want to be mediocre. If someone isn't going to like me, I feel like it's better for them to not like me in a big way. For them to want to make a stink about it. It's better to be infamous, I suppose, than to not have anything to your name at all. So I like the big negative reactions. Here is $5 if you promise to make a video like every other day. Thank you for the $5. Uh, but I already did promise to make a video every day in my ambitions for 2020 video. So I here's to more motivation to keep that stead flowing. Thank you for the $5. I've gotten a lot less on ad revenue this month, so that's certainly going to be a big help. Thank you. I have my thumb is black because I've been playing with these ashes here. I have my glasses here. I don't know why. I never use these. It seems to be working now. No, the stream died for a moment, but like I was saying, I have these glasses here, but I almost never use them. Never. Um, I guess if I need to look at something really far away, I'll use them, but other than that, I never use these. And it's weird because they make me look pretty different than I would without them. I don't actually like the way that they make me look. But I look I don't know, I look more, what is the word to say? I look I guess less intimidating, I would suppose. I look less intimidating when I wear glasses, more like a joke. I think I look more like a joke when I wear glasses. Um, that's the reason why I don't like them because when I don't have them on, you can see like the dark circles under my eyes, and I look more insane. When I wear glasses, I just look like a joke. What is this? Vision Works. Hmm. But yeah, I almost never wear these, but they're always on my desk. I just have them on my desk all the time. Precious space that I could be using towards something else. But no, I just have them on my desk. Um, don't know why. Where is the dog? Is he over here? Where is he? Uh, he's under there, I think. The dog is under there. But I don't know. It's like the longer I've done this stream, I haven't actually felt less tired. I've just felt more the same. I don't know why No Thank You expected me to watch a TV show when I'm tired. How would I even focus on it? I never watch TV shows when I'm sleepy. It just feels wrong. It just feels wrong to watch a TV show when you're sleepy. I guess anime is harder to watch, but geez. To be honest with you, I kind of wish I still had some oxycodone left. At the very least, I wouldn't be bored. Uh, that was the wrong password. At the very least, I wouldn't be bored. Star Heroine Junkie Arc foreshadowing. No! No! It's not okay. It's not gonna happen. I promise. No, I promise you it won't happen. It's okay. It'll be okay, guys. Everything's gonna be alright. Oh, boy. I think I need a boyfriend. Everything is so boring all the time, like... Have you heard of YouTube channel Memory Hole? I've never heard of Memory Hole. Let me look this up. Memory Hole. Memory Hole. Ooh, this guy looks interesting. Help Us Memory Hole. Golden Spiral Memory Hole. Hot New Dance. What are these videos? He's got like this video. The Birth, Astral Bodies, The Birth of Sadness. What is this? Whoa. Okay, this guy. What the hell is this? Okay, I need to look into this channel. I've never heard of the Death is Coming. What the hell is this? This looks fucking awesome. This is like exactly the kind of aesthetic I enjoy as well. Yeah, no, this looks great. Thank you for telling me about this. I'll have to check it out. The Haunt the Child, the 90s like VHS thing, um like with actual VHS cameras is woefully underappreciated. I think people don't appreciate it nearly enough. Not nearly enough, I don't think. Yeah, I am subscribing right now. Yeah, no, but yeah, I think I need a boyfriend. I think I would be less bored if I had one because when I was dealing with the kidney stone and I thought all the time about how much I wanted to cuddle someone, I don't know, like all of the relationships I've had in the past didn't turn out too well just because I was really bored the entire time. Uh, and I don't have very good people skills, but at this point I would take just about anything over what I already currently have. Um, the problem is that I have no idea how to get one. Like even if I was fully committed to the idea and I wanted to get one, I have no idea how to get one, and so I don't know. Uh, Jack Stober also does the lo-fi thing as well. Oh yeah, no, I love Jack Stober. He's great. His music is really good. The animation in his videos is great. But Star, I want you to review one of my cartoons. Is it on your channel? Let me look right here. Pretend I paid for that. Okay. You're in the rant wormhole, where I rant about whatever it is my $5 people on YouTube tell me to rant about. This rant is for Ethan Poole, who wants me to rant about, quote, one of my cartoons. And so at this time, I'm putting on my headphones, and I'm on his channel. Let's see here. Okay, so which one am I gonna watch? I'm surprised that I have more subscribers than you. Um, see, Matt and Jay Make a Plan, Death with the Family. Which one do you want me to watch? Moral Quandary? You don't actually have to watch, just scrub through one and tell me what you like. I want to watch this Moral Quandary one. Okay. I like the music already. Oh wow, this is like the Okay, this is like the early 2000s kind of I mean the outlines aren't that thick, but you know the kind of I don't have an artistic word for this. But the kind of like jaggedy look that the characters have, I already really like this art style. What? Because I'm the evil man and I want you to die. I love the voices for these characters. It's over for me. I'm done. I'm toast. Oh no! As soon as he says he wants to live, he ends up getting hit. He ends up getting hit by a fucking train. I want to live. This is great. I'm giving a hard like to that. I subscribed. Um, yeah, no, that one was great. I liked that one a lot. Like, who did the voices for these characters? That's what I want to know. Is that the voices were hilarious? Voice work by Ryan Quinn in Intigan, cartoon by me, Ethan. Yeah, the animations were really cute and expressive. The voice work was hilarious. The premise was really funny. Uh, that one was pretty good. Um, Let's see. Deal with the Family is a little bit long. You guys can't actually hear what I'm watching, so I wanna. Oh wait, you did a Big Lebowski animated scene? Have you ever heard of Vietnam? And the fucking money. You're killing your father, Larry. That's one of my favorite scenes from the movie as well. And it looks like this is one of the most viewed videos on your channel. I guess it makes sense because it's a fan thing. Yeah, no, I really like the animation style you have, um, and the art style in general. It's very like early 2000s, you know, web comic, Flash cartoon-esque, but with more development on it. Like it feels more developed than that style does. And I like it. It's very good. It looks like you have a Newgrounds page as well. Oh wait, no, that was Twitter. That was Twitter that I clicked on. Looks like you have a Newgrounds page. Let's see here. Looks like sir, there's some latest favorite movies. Oh, never mind. Evangelion: The Lost Episode parody. You should watch something called Home Movies. I think you would like it. I've wanted to watch that show for a long time. Evangelion: The Lost Episode. Why is this not on YouTube? Okay, I'll watch more of these later. Yeah, you should post the stuff you have on Newgrounds on YouTube. Um, oh, you have a website as well. Holy shit, this guy's everywhere. Damn, he has an entire website. Whoa, this is great. What the fuck? I love this picture. This picture right here. Is very good at conveying the sense of being all alone, surrounded by people on a train. I like this. Ooh, you got the plastic love girl. It seems like you do a lot of different art styles here. Where like you've got the Simpsons thing going. Ooh. Where do I save this? I'm gonna save this to my image folder. Uh, hmm. Yeah, this is really good. This is all really good. What the fuck? This is great. Lazy afternoon. I like this picture. I never watched home movies as a kid, never understood the humor. Yeah, I went to college in all caps. Nice. Instant cyber Chad for having your own website instead of just sycophant media profiles. I agree. I want to get my own website as well. Ooh, Cuphead and the Jerry. This is great. This is really good. Um, Powered by Squarespace. But yeah, no, this is all really great stuff. Um, yeah, the support him. Support Ethan Cool on YouTube, all six of you. But yeah, I like your art a lot. It's very nice. We should learn HTML together, Desu. Um, I mean, I tried learning HTML one time, and I got bored of it. I used to really like Python. I was really into Python for a while, coding with Python, and then life got in the way. Um, I had to move really, really fast, and I mean like insanely fast. I had to move out of the house that I had lived in for 16 years, and there was no more Python coding because I ended up having to live in like 5 different states that year. It was a mess. So I don't maybe I'll try to learn Python again. There is a stimulant my friend No Thank You was telling me about called it called a mod phenyl or something that you can get as a nootropic. You can just get it. You can just buy it. Um, and he was telling me about his experiences on Mofidile. It makes him better at CS:GO. And I was thinking, maybe I can program on this. Maybe if I take this, I'll be able to program better or something. What is it called? I'm trying to find it. Oh, it's this right here. Modafinil. You can just buy it online. It's not even hard to buy. Um, but one of the other ones you can get pretty. One of the wait jet lag. What the hell? What is this? Okay, so it says one of the things it can treat is called jet lag. I've never heard of this. Temporary sleep disorder due to travel across multiple time zones. People can get this? What the hell? Jet lag. I've never heard of this before. I read an entire psychology textbook. How do I not know what this is? I feel like I had to have encountered this at some point. Jet lag. Very, very strange. How in the world have you never heard of jet lag? Is it a common thing? Oh, what did I just drop? Oh no. Oh, I dropped a pipe. It was literally just in my chair. It was just in my chair. It fell down. You should look up Chad Marco. I feel like I've heard of that guy before. Chad Marco. Using drugs to be more productive. I mean, in a way, everything is. Let's see here. Chad Marco. Who is this guy? He sounds very familiar. I feel like I've heard of this guy before. Let's see. Oh, it's a musical artist. Okay. So this guy made a review of an anime, ReZero. Um, he's got some music here. He reviewed the Joker, Clown World, and all slashes. These knee guards who take the minimum amount of LSD to be better at office work. Uh, I don't think I'll ever be able to take LSD or any other psychedelics, to be honest with you, because because psychedelics, if you mix that with schizophrenia, that sounds like it could be pretty dangerous. That sounds like it could be a pretty dangerous experience. I don't know. How to be a neat episode. What the fuck? Dude. Oh my god. Look at this. Look, in this episode, I rant about my favorite video games and give thoughts on incels. Dude, this is 2 hours. And this is 2 hours and 37 minutes of neat content. What the fuck? How did I not know about this? I feel like I I should know about this. This is my area of the internet. These are the things that I like. This is the content that I love the most. It's all over my fucking YouTube 3x3. How did I not know about this guy? Holy shit. And there's 8 episodes of this? How to be This one's 2 hours too. This one's 2 hours too. How to be a neat. Mom, more Hot Pockets. Today we discuss standards, food junk, healthy food, and caveman. It, you're telling me how to be a need, episode 7. Just take my money. 46 minutes long. Do you know how much content? Do you know how much content I'm going to have to watch here? How much is this guy making on Patreon? Oh, there's 13 episodes. Oh, okay. How much is this guy making? Oh, he has 3 patrons. So I guess I'm making more money than this guy. That's very sad. Um, wow. This is really cool. This is really, really cool. He has a TFW no GF kind of shit posts. He's got Fogs and Feels, Bar Open, Mike Night, Feeling with the Bros, How to Be a Neat, Fuck Anime. What is it? Fuck Anime in quotations. Okay. Here where I discuss the R9K mixtape and anime. Interesting. He's got a Mob Psycho thumbnail. Mob Psycho is trash. Um, yeah, no, this guy seems legit. Rumble Pack beat. This guy seems really, really cool. Yeah, thank you for showing me this. Um, is there a playlist for these? He's got like some Welcome to the NHK videos as well. I like how he uses slashes on a bunch of his songs to indicate the 4chan thing. This is great. He's got to have a playlist for it, right? He's got some anime reviews here. No singles allowed. Uh, R9K mixtape project. Yeah, this is fantastic. Thank you for telling me about this guy. I want to be his friend. I wonder if he would want to be friends with me. 13 episodes, I think. Nice. Ascended. Yes, very, very ascended. What does his voice sound like? I hope he doesn't sound like a fag. Uh, oh, he's got a nice music interlude for the podcast. This is nice. He's got a nice voice. YouTube half screen. The reason I'm doing that is because I would only have it in full screen if I were like watching the video right now, but I'm not watching the video. Yeah, I don't know how I didn't know about this guy. I am subscribing. There we go. Wait a minute, his ReZero anime review is an hour and 40 minutes long. What the hell? Well, it's almost an hour and 50 minutes long. Man, this guy's long-winded. Not using tilling WM. I don't know what that is. The Digibro replacement we needed. Yes, yes, very clearly. I like how I can see my own video. I like how I can see my own video in my recommended feed. It's is that it has the little drink there. It has the little drink there that I used as the evocative thumbnail. Very, very cool. I can see my own YouTube video. Um, window manager, window manager. I see. uh, Click your own video. I guess I could do it. Okay, guys, I'm clicking my own video now. I did it. There we go. I clicked it. I clicked my own video. You can see me. I guess I'm gonna give it a like. Boom. I liked my own video. Um, but yeah, that was a thing. What is recommended for me today? Uh, ooh, a new episode of the Ralph Nader Hour. The Grave of Fireflies, a closer look. Uh, oh, it's a Big Joel video. Oh, okay. He's okay. He makes some good videos. I like the videos he did on DreamWorks, the DreamWorks movies. I guess I'll put this in the watch later list. What else is there? I already watched that video. Let's see here. Um, Discord shit posting. I don't want to watch this. Why is he making Discord shit post videos now? Uh, let's see. Nintendo Switch Year 1 review. I think I watched that video. My journey from a Marine to an actor. Oh, that's a TED Talk. I don't want to watch a TED Talk. Trial of Tom Heidecker. Heidecker? Heidecker. Tim Heidecker. Oh, okay. Why is it easy to be thin in Japan? I don't want to watch that. I think I've seen that. Let's see. Oh God, Pig Puncher. I hate this guy. A Digimon Christmas? That looks like trash. Say Comfort's Hero, Hidamari sketch. I'm gonna put that in my watch later list. KC Hong Kong guy, natural spring water straight from a mountain stream? This is 11 minutes of this. This is 11 minutes of this. Is this just 11 minutes of drinking water? I think that's what this is. That's kind of pretty. Kind of a pretty area to be in, I guess. How many videos do you have in your watch later? Mine's in the 70s. Let me check right now, actually. I guess I can go in there. I'm sure a bunch of these I've already seen. Like, I probably haven't taken them out yet. Um, it says I have 402 videos in my watch later list. Yeah, right here. 402 videos in my watch later list. What even are these? I don't remember adding most of these here. Let's see. The Ghost Town that's home to Africa's rarest predator. Ooh, I love BBC Earth. They're very fun. Very fun nature documentaries. If you want to watch something comfy, watch BBC Earth. Uh, let's see. Final Fantasy X in-depth arena experience. Lolly drops a sick rap. A door grows inside your stomach. Outgained. I want to die. Living in a minivan. Northwest Territories. Top 10 weirdest Super Famicom games. I don't remember like most of these videos. Like, I've already watched this video. Why is this in here? Let me close this. How do I remove from watch later? That's it. Um, Coco Friends, High Angel. That was an okay album. Let's see here. Uh, yeah, this is a lot of this is very I I feel like I've seen a lot of these videos. Hmm. I guess I just forgot. I suppose I just forgot to Ooh, what is this? What I like BBC Earth too. Look at this video. What does negative 50 degrees Celsius look like? Oh my God, this is so cool. It's the it's literally Oh my God, it literally froze. It literally froze right in front of him. That's fucking amazing. I wish I lived there. That would be so cool. The food freezes. Even though they're hot noodles, right? The food literally freezes in his hand. That's fucking amazing. Oh God, I wish I lived in Russia. That would be so cool. I'm gonna give a like to this video. Oh, and they posted it. Yeah, they posted it just yesterday. Very, very cool. Reminds me of the video with the frozen bubble. Where's my aesthetic playlist? I'm gonna add this to my aesthetic playlist. Is that I have a bunch of different playlists here. I have music, aesthetic, laughs, useful, Kazakhstan move advice, language, anarchism debunked, good stuff, by Judaism, Korea, slang for French, Christian leftism, cool dubs. I don't all of my playlists, all of the playlists I have on YouTube is that these are the playlists that I use to save stuff. So, for example, I would save this video in my aesthetic playlist. So it's an aesthetic video, it's in my aesthetic playlist. And I find videos like that all the time. They get more cringe as you go down the list. I see. Now masturbate and watch the sponge freeze. I don't really jack off very much. Um, I didn't think they were that cringe. Let's see here. Uh, how to fillet a fish. Ooh. How to fillet a fish. By, is it Epicurious? I don't believe Epicurious made this video. God, ads. Ugh. I don't have ad block on Firefox. I have it on Pale Moon. I usually use Pale Moon when I use the internet. It's actually rare. It's actually rare for me to use Firefox. Ooh, this video shot really well, and this looks cool. This looks like a very okay. I'm gonna add this to my watch later list, and I guess I'll get around to it eventually. Wings of like this video right here, Wings of Redemption, Wings of Redemption down the rabbit hole. I've seen this video. Why is YouTube recommending it to me if I've seen this video? It pisses me off. It really, really pisses me off that like it's going to show me a video that I've seen. Like this video, I've seen this video. Why is it recommending it to me? Like, it's very, very interesting. I don't know why it does this. Um, Boards of Canada, Tomorrow's Harvest. Interesting. Emotionally faded lo-fi hip-hop mix. What does this sound like? South Park, Mr. Garrison, Merry fucking Christmas. Nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Luigi's Mansion. Hey, there's a Zabujard video being recommended to me. Mom found my piss jugs. Nice. Oh god, why is it recommending me Destiny videos? Trash, trash, trash. I hate Destiny so much. Let's see here. We've got music. Music lists. What song is this? Is this Bowling with Skinheads? I believe... Yeah, YouTube wants me to listen to Bowling with Skinheads by Camper Van Beethoven. Good song. Very good song. Let's see here. There's nothing here. Nothing to watch. There's just nothing to watch, man. Fillet. Fillet. It's the same damn thing, man. Something I can watch all day is Cats versus Crabs. Poor kitties. I would not be able to watch that all day. That would bother me. Just seeing one video of that would bother me. Most of Frederick's videos are depressing. Even the one on the hurdy-gurdy is weirdly somber. Yeah, no, I love that about his videos. He's very good at conveying that atmosphere. It's a combination of his voice and his editing, I think. He's very, very good at what he does. The Cat Cafe video I didn't find depressing. I found it pretty boring. I was pretty disappointed with that video that, like, he spent months on this Cat Cafe video and it wasn't even good. But all of his other videos are good, I think. He has a very quality over quantity approach, which is not something that you tend to see on, like, mainstream produced YouTube. And in his case, it's a really good thing. I almost forgot recommended videos were a thing. I just stick to the subscription page. Yeah, I tend to look at my recommendations on YouTube when I'm bored, because at this point I just keep YouTube on for most of the day because I don't know what else to do, and so usually I'm procrastinating, and the easiest thing to do is to just watch YouTube. And so my recommended page, it just recommends me more and more videos, and I just do that for the whole day, and it doesn't feel like a very productive existence, but I don't know, it is what it is. There was like, for a while, I was barely watching any YouTube. For a while, I was barely watching any YouTube. But a lot of this stuff I don't even like, but I watch it anyway, you know? It's just trying to keep yourself entertained. How do people actually use the normal YouTube interface? I use GTK YouTube Viewer and YouTube DL, and the normal site looks and functions like shit. Uh, I, I, I don't see much of a problem with it. If, as long as you put it in dark mode, it's fine. I seen a video where I saw a video where a lot of crabs escaped a Japanese vending machine in a subway. How do you find these things? No, I like when YouTube recommends me sometimes videos that are like that are really unique and cool, where it's like, it's exactly what I needed at that time, and it just knows to give it to me. Most of the time, the algorithm is really bad, but sometimes the algorithm can give me a great thing. Like, I found so much music that I wouldn't have found, wouldn't have enjoyed, wouldn't have known about, just because of the YouTube algorithm. I don't like the YouTube algorithm in most senses of the word, but there are times when I do like it. Um, Sounds like something from r/deep into YouTube. I don't go there very often. I used to go there sometimes, but a lot of the stuff they find there isn't that interesting anymore, in my opinion. Life tip is to only browse YouTube by channels and playlists. No, I used to only look at my subscriptions page. Like there, for the longest time, the subscription page was my home page on the internet, and I used to only look at channels and playlists. But I still find good things in the recommended feed. So even though I have to scroll through a lot of trash, it's ultimately worth it because I do find things that I wouldn't have found otherwise. Whenever you search shit, always change it to search by playlists. That seems a bit too much. It seems a bit too much intensity. I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. If you're searching for a video, why would you not look for the video? I think I have to plug my phone in. Gerrymandering is such a weird word. Why do people say it? I don't like the word gerrymandering very much. It sounds weird. It sounds like sexual assault, sort of. Oh, I just got gerrymandered. God blimey, I just got gerrymandered by my mate over here. Has anyone made a custom YouTube recommendation algorithm? That seems like it would be a lot of work. Way too much work. I don't know what the point of that would be. Oh god. Academy of Ideas. I fucking hate that guy. He's so annoying. Where is the world today? I don't know. I don't know. Where is it? Hmm. Subwoofer Lullaby, but it's abandoned. See, this is the kind of stuff. Maybe not exactly that, but I like getting recommended stuff like that. Ah. I love these videos. These videos that where it's like random clips from the Libertarian Convention. This video. Libertarians boo ban on selling heroin on selling heroin to children. I haven't watched a video yet, but like I love these videos where they post the C-SPAN clips from the Libertarian conventions. I always think those are hilarious. Why trust algorithms when you can ask people for recommendations? Because people don't tend to like the things that I like, or they just send me videos that are pretty boring. Like honestly, 9 times out of 10, the algorithm has been more successful in finding me weird videos that I'm interested in than other people have been. Um, if someone has something that they think I'll like, they'll just send it to me. I shouldn't have to ask them. They'll just send it to me. Um, so I most of the time, people don't like the things that I like. I hate everything, and I keep getting his. I hate everything. Oh, okay. And I keep getting his videos recommended to me every day. I haven't watched him in a long time. I haven't watched I Hate Everything in a long time, but I like some of his videos, like I Hate School. It was a good video. It was a good video. He's got one or two that I like. Well, there are so many videos. If I search for playlists, I would have never found them when I was looking for them. Look up cursed ASMR. Why would I ever look up ASMR? ASMR is trash, man. ASMR is literally degenerate shit. I mean, I don't usually say stuff is degenerate because I think it's kind of a retarded term, but it's degenerate shit, man. Now I'm getting recommended Ethan's videos. It's videos making fun of ASMR. Oh, okay. Eating the worst reviewed Christmas Eating the worst reviewed Christmas food in my city. Oh, what is it? Ooh, look. This is a video with like 1.3K views. It came out yesterday. Oh, apparently I'm subscribed to this guy. I didn't even know. Artist feature Joey I don't even remember subbing to this guy. I guess he does videos on like SNES music and stuff. Oh, okay. It's videos making fun of ASMR. Okay, I'll look it up. Cursed ASMR. Oh, there's a bunch of playlists of it. Shrek does Shrek does ASMR. Christmas of Big Shot. Ooh, what is it? There's Japanese people? Tsundere twins fight over you. Commission script audio roleplay. This video sounds like it was recorded in like a bathroom where like they hold the microphone towards the wall in order to hear you from the other wall. Why does this exist? Wait a minute, this is just the movie. This is literally just the movie. This isn't ASMR. Why did they reanimate a scene from the film? Does that make any sense to you? That doesn't make sense to me. Why would you reanimate a scene from a movie that's already animated, take the audio from it, and then call it ASMR? That is so bizarre. Polo Roku. Polo Roku. What the fuck? What is this? Oh. I'm trying to describe what I'm hearing right now. I'm hearing like a song, like a piano song being played, and they're just what is this? Oh hell yeah. They've got like some Eurobeat going now when they came out as alligators. This is great. Okay, this is pretty based. Um, uh, it seems like a lot of people have seen this video. I don't know how it gets shared around. Um, Cursed Shopping Channel ASMR Halloween Special. League of Legends. Free to play, not to win, but... Okay. Okay. Who is this fag? Chris... Oh, he's British. Do people like this? Where's your ad block? I told you I usually use Pale Moon. I use Pale Moon. That's where my ad block is. I don't usually use Firefox. I just opened Firefox because it's faster. Okay. Okay, this guy sucks. What is this? Ooh, I like the sound of this. I like the way it looks. Okay, I'll listen to this later. This is trash. I'll listen to this Chad guy later. Man, I thought more people would be awake today. I guess maybe all of the people who would have been awake at 3 a.m. stopped watching my channel or something. I don't know. Because I remember I did streams at 3 and 4 a.m. and I had so many people. I had so many people who would watch the stream. It would be almost like 30 viewers sometimes, even at 3 a.m. I don't know where everybody went. I guess maybe, well, that was more in the summer. So maybe because it was in the summer, there's less people now because people are going to school. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know where everybody went. Hmm. Now, should I open up Pale Moon instead? I kind of. Let me just put this neat I put this neat podcast in my watch later list. I think I already did. Maybe not. Yeah, let me. Okay, I'll do that. Um, I should make a channel where I make fun of consumerist review channels by reviewing absurd shit, like reviewing women on Tinder like you would review a car. Yeah, and you could have your own you could have your own rating scale for them and stuff. I think that would be great. No, I'd watch that. If you ever made those videos, I would subscribe. It'd give me something to watch. Uh, yeah, see, I have way more add-ons on Pale Moon. You look up here. I have all kinds of I have all kinds of stuff that makes it to where the bad things stop. Um, yeah, no, I have way more add-ons on Pale Moon. Let's see here. What's going on? Is 8kun even still around? Let's see if it. Oh wow, it's actually working. The website has not died yet. This is a good thing. Good. Hopefully I'm not opening up to porn. Google Stadia. People are mad about botnet Stadia. People are mad about Google Stadia. I see. Ooh, someone's promoting Kid Dracula. I'm glad. I'm glad people are promoting Kid Dracula. Oh, I like this picture. It's a cool picture. God, man. Everything is so boring. I like this glass. Look at this. Whiskey. Rich and oaky. And then it says genuine. Okay. $9 piss versus $900 piss. A question mark, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point. Yes. It's gonna be base, man. It's gonna be base. What is this picture? Have you... Someone posted this on V. It's the draw thread. Is that it has FBI people looking... I don't know who this guy is. Rip? Alright, who is that? They have... what, what's going on in this image? They're burning a communist book on the fire, okay? And the FBI is there. What is this? What is this image? I like this. This is a cool... Someone drew that, I guess. Um, I'm gonna save that. Nice picture. And they give you all this advice on how to draw too. Like they give you these resources like the 8chan art wiki, the fundamental X, Vivian James in almost 2020 WRH. I don't know what WRH is. Like they give you all this cool stuff as resources on how to draw. Um, and it's really cool. It's really cool that this stuff exists on image boards. Oh yeah, Bayonetta 3 came out. Um, do you guys think I should get a copy of Bayonetta 3? Oh, with. Okay. There's a raining GIF. I like this. I'm gonna save this. Look up Dadius, how to be a basement dweller. I think you might like his channel. He sounds right up my alley. Let me just put the camera here. I want Bayonetta to sit on my face. That's a little gross, man. Um, let's see here. No judgment, however. I don't understand the people who like dominant women. What's that about? Why do people like women to be dominated toward, or why do they like women to dominate them? I don't quite understand that. I think that's a little strange. There's this like emasculation thing, like, oh, my ideal, my God, I must be emasculated toward. I find it strange. I don't know. It's hot, but how? I don't understand. I don't get it. It feels kind of like a loser thing because not you specifically, but when I think of loser fetishes, I think of people who want women to dom them because then the women asserts their they assert their will onto you so you don't have to deal with the trouble of trying to get with them. It feels kind of lazy in a way. I don't know. It feels like the kind of thing like beta, well, not really, because beta guys like the dominant stuff, because beta incels watch a lot of porn and so they want to be dominant, like, oh, I must be like Chad. So maybe it's actually the opposite of being beta. Maybe it's the expression of confidence that the incels don't have, and so the incels have to, have this weird dominant stuff in order to make up for the confidence that they don't have. Hmm. I don't know. I'll have to think about this for a while. So many things to think about. I don't know. I used to judge people more hard. I used to judge people more um, for I used to judge them more for their fetishes because I thought it was gross. I don't judge people about it really anymore, but I used to a lot. Um, what was it? Dadius, how to be a basement dweller. Um, how to be... Oh wait, yeah, it was one of the first videos that came up. Ooh, this guy draws. He makes drawing videos, animation. Ooh. Yeah, I like this guy's art style. This guy has a cool art style. I'm gonna give this video watch later list. Oh wait, no, this is my main channel. Well, I sometimes watch YouTube on this channel. It's all right. Man, only the most passionate people watch up to this point. Like, only the best people, only the best people, the best star viewers watch up to this point. Because we're at four people, and I've noticed that Dadgun and what is his name, Princess Dashi, yes, Princess Dashi have been here since like the beginning. So thank you for that. It's the fact that you can trust someone to let dom you. No, I get that, but why a woman? I don't know. I find that part strange. No, I get that part. as a generally pretty submissive person, I can understand. But I find it, I don't know, the idea of a woman, I find it strange. I don't know. I suppose I can empathize with the general sentiment. I don't think it is like an incel thing. I think actually wanting to be a dom is more of an incel thing. And not that everyone who has that specific fetish is, but a lot of them are. Whereas it feels like more of the kind of softer or I don't know what you want to say, emotionally vulnerable, emotionally intelligent kind of people are into more of the like the femdom stuff. I mean that is literally the meme. Oh yes, it is the high IQ fetish or whatever. But I find it strange. I don't know how else to explain it. Does the universe have an edge? Expansion of the universe documentary. Ooh. I don't know who made this documentary though. Who made this? Hmm. Hmm. Ugh, fetishes are so weird. Chernobyl, what it's like today. I've seen this video. Because women are normally subs, so it's actually a different experience to normal life. But doesn't that sound strange to you? The voice of Hiroto, 1945 dual voice broadcast. Ooh. The Emperor of Japan. I want to be fash, guys. We're gonna do it. We're gonna be fash. What? What the hell? This little guy? This little guy was the ruler of Japan. Look at him. I would beat this guy up. He looks he looks like a little bitch boy. How was this guy? This guy. How was this guy the leader of Japan? That's so weird. That's so weird, man. I like. Indeed, we declared war on America and Britain out of our sincere desire to secure Japan's self-preservation and stabilization of East Asia. That's pretty base. But I don't know. He looks like he would be he looks like he would be like 5'3". Ew, what a bitch. It's bitch energy, man. I don't know how I found that. YouTube just recommended it to me. He has enough metals to be to be armor plating. Flivu Chegaga says, "Hello, lovely star. Hello to you as well." Um, I was waiting for you to show up because you usually show up on the streams. I was like, oh, I guess he's probably asleep today. Oh, what game is this? With almost every is better than Wildlands. Wildlands. But yeah, I've just been sitting here kind of bored. It's strange. I actually feel less tired now than I did when I started the stream. And at this point I'm starting to consider whether or not I should just stay awake until like 7 a.m. tomorrow. Time to get time to get a husbando to fill the waked night. Yes. Um, it's like the entire time that I was laying in bed dealing with my kidney stone, the entire time I just thought, if I had a boyfriend right now to cuddle, this would be so much easier. Um, like even just to pass time, to just have someone to talk to, or to play video games with would be so nice. Like at this point, I'm starting to get so bored um, that I don't know what to do. It's really hard. And their Hiroshimas, Amera Chads will rule the world. Yes, I agree. Yeah, I understand that feeling. Lonely in the middle of the night. It's not even loneliness, it's just wanting something different. I just want something different, man. Scroll up. Wait a minute. I'm confused. In there in their Hirishimas, Americhads will rule the world. I don't scroll up. What do you mean scroll up to? I don't understand. What are you making me scroll up for? Tried Skyrim. It always gets new somehow. I've played Skyrim a whole lot. Um, to an incredible degree, actually. Like, I think I've played more than, I want to say more than 700 hours of that game because I just kept replaying it again and again. I actually played the game when it came out too. I remember when the game came out, I had borrowed a friend of my dad's Xbox 360 copy, and I would play that. I would wake up, play the game, and then go to sleep. Wake up, play the game, and then go to sleep. I didn't do anything else, even for like bathroom breaks. I would barely get up to go to the bathroom, or if I went to get food, I would like run to get the food really fast, and then I would sit down and play the game again. So it yeah, so it's a really great game. I don't know if I would like it again. If playing it again, I would enjoy it. I don't know. Um, just because I've played it so many times at this point. Um, Also, hello Ariel. I haven't seen you in a while. I think it's been a while since I've seen you on one of my streams. Maybe Fallout 4. I really didn't like Fallout 4 because Fallout New Vegas is one of my favorite games of all time. It's one of my absolute favorites. And Fallout 3 is okay. It's not as bad as people say it is. Um, but I've tried playing Fallout 4 and it didn't give me nearly the same experience that New Vegas gave me. It was really bad, unfortunately. Bethesda has never made a good game. Do you mean as in games that they've published or games that they've developed? Um, because while I disagree with that opinion really strongly, um, I think Get Red is husbando. Absolutely not. Or Red is a straight guy. And plus, if I if I were in a relationship with him, I don't think that would go over very well. He and I have very different personalities. But yeah, I developed obviously they publish for id. Oh, okay. I mean they published Fallout New Vegas, which was made by Obsidian. Um, and Fallout New Vegas is like in the top five. It's one of the greatest games ever made. Um, oh, I mean that one was made by Obsidian, and I think that was part of why that game was so good. New Vegas was good. Oh, okay. No, I can respect that opinion then. I still disagree, but if you like New Vegas, I can respect that. Yeah, I commented on your older video before it helped me feel better about being hikikomori, living the neat life for a year since I dropped out of school. Interesting. Yeah, no, I'm glad my videos have been able to help you deal with being a hikikomori. Oh boy. But yeah, I'm glad that they can publish for id. 7 year neat. Oh my goodness. How have you been able to keep it up, Dadgun? Do you get the bucks? Do you get the neat bucks? What do you do? How have you been a 7 year neat? That that's insane, man. That's really, really insane. 7 years as a neat. I can't imagine. I cannot imagine being able to do that. For that because I'm probably going to be a neat for longer than that. But that span of time, when I say I can't imagine it, like that long of a span of time, that I can't perceive time going that long, you know? It feels like such a long stretch of time that I guess because I'm so young that it's hard to be able to see that. Still live with mommy, I see. How's your sister? She's been doing okay. Um, I she had fun with my mom on Christmas Day, and I was glad to see her happy. She's been doing pretty well. I'm a long-term neat too. Yeah, I guess we're all gonna be long-term neets here. Um, I don't know if you'd count it or not, but when I was homeschooled, because I was homeschooled until I was 12 and a half, most of that time that I was homeschooled, I actually spent just cheating or just not doing my work. So I was kind of a pseudo neat at that time. I guess you could say neat adjacent. Um, uh, hey Star, what do you think your future looks like? I have no idea. I was talking about that earlier in the stream. I have absolutely no idea. I don't know what it's going to be for me. Um, hopefully, uh, hopefully it'll be nice. I don't know. Obsidian needs to get the rights to Fallout again. Bethesda stole it. Bethesda stole it from basically when Black Isle Studios didn't do an online Fallout. Yeah, there's a huge contingent of people who want Fallout to be like the old games that were more like strategy-esque, and those games are pretty great. But I like the first person ones more. But yeah, I hope Obsidian gets the rights again. Are you planning on Neatbucks through YouTube? I think you have what it takes. Um, I don't know, man. I think my content is too niche. Like the kind of videos I make, I can't really see them hitting it big in the mainstream just because I'm so weird, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Um, I will most likely be able to get neat bucks because of my schizophrenia. I have schizophrenia, and so I'll probably be able to get neat bucks through that. And by the way, what happened to that other video where you could not sleep and you were very upset about school, was very real and emotional? Um, I don't think it went anywhere. I don't delete my videos. Uh, could you? Hmm. I could look through my channel, but yeah, I don't tend to delete my videos, so I can look through. Your essay-like videos remind me of Vlogbrothers. I think it could become popular. Thanks, man. Yeah, no, I that's a really high compliment because I really love some of the stuff that John and Hank do over there. Good fellas. Um, uh, it's funny because I don't like John Green's books. I think his books are not very good, but I like the videos that he makes that are written. That's the weird thing. It's like in YouTube, his writing feels really good, but his books I don't enjoy. It's very odd. Um, uh, let's see. Will you review my fetish 3x3? I can give it a shot. I don't really have any fetishes in particular, other than just being generally submissive. Um, I don't even know if you could call that a fetish. It's more of just like a general feeling or mindset. I don't know. Um, yeah, I don't really have any fetishes. So I could try. I could try my best to rate it, but I don't know. Um, NSFW Imgur. Wait a minute. I have to go to YouTube in order to open this. Let me go to my channel. Okay, my bad, then sorry. Yeah, no, it's no problem. I was gonna look through my videos to try and find out which one you might have been talking about, because I can look through and try and find them, but, uh, yeah, no, I'm glad you like my essays, Brian, because I have a lot of fun writing those. Like, did you watch the recent video on, laundromats? The uh, laundromats are cool. Did you watch that one? Okay, let me, true though, your content is narrow in terms of viewers potentially, but it might get big because of your honesty. It's a bit like hiding in my room when it started before he became the narcissistic prick he is now. Thank you. Yeah, no, I liked the earlier era of his videos that felt more real and genuine, where he didn't have all of this, drama stuff going on, where he's putting on a show and this kind of thing. No, I appreciate it a lot, man. Okay, so it says that your number one fetish is chastity, denial, edging, ruining, etc. I don't really know what that is. Chastity, denial, edging, ruin. I don't know what that means. Forced femme cross-dressing. Anal. Bondage, humiliation, clop, feet, face sitting, mouth fucking, deep throating, fancy clothes. I don't think I would ever be attracted to um, about 8 out of 9 of these things. Uh, very, very strange. A lot of intense stuff. It feels like you've been looking at porn for a very long time. I don't know what it clop. What is that? Is that like hu I don't know what like half of these things are, man. Um, I haven't watched that one yet, but I watched a lot of the Essential Star playlists. Thank you. Yeah, I'm particularly proud of some of those videos. But yeah, laundromats are cool is an essay. It's an essay video, so I think you might like that one. Um, where his content was raw and pure. What is your favorite book? I want to read it, whichever it is. Ooh, um, it's hard for me to name a favorite book. I like Women by Charles Bukowski is a really good book. That one's one of my favorites. And then I guess I like The Stranger by Albert Camus. That was my favorite book for the longest time. Um, oh, I want to reread it though. It's very short. It's like it's one of those books they would have you read in school a lot of the time. But it's like one of the few that's actually really good. But I like that book a lot. Pony porn. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I don't like MLP porn. I don't get it. Um, but uh, but yeah, that is indeed a fantastic one. Bukowski's. Would you write one? It seems you're a prolific writer, anyways. Yeah, I want to write a book of short stories at some point. Um, so hopefully one of these days I'll get around to organizing enough short stories to put into a book. A lot of these I like the laundromats video. That was basically just a collection of short stories in terms of a video. But I just edited it together and then posted it to YouTube. Um, like like a lot of this like it's cut up into different sections and stuff where I tell different stories. A lot of oh wow, 24 likes. I didn't know that many people like this video. But like this video is basically just a bunch of little stories put into one. uh But yeah, Women is a great book. I love Charles Bukowski. Charles Bukowski. It's weird because I say that The Stranger might be my favorite book, but if I were to name a favorite writer, like a favorite, like overall, his work is my favorite, I would say Bukowski. I love Bukowski. He's very, very special to me. I actually forgot my password to YouTube on the spot. It's a big complicated string of different it's a big complicated string of different numbers and letters and like lower and uppercase and symbols and stuff. And I usually remember it by heart, but I can't remember it anymore. Edgar Allan Poe, this is the sad thing, is that I actually haven't read any of Edgar Allan Poe's like books. I read some of the short stories he did, but I never read like what was it? The Crow was one of them. I never read Edgar Allan Poe. I really should. It's like that's one of those writers that like I have no idea why I haven't read. Um, well, I'll have a lot to watch these holidays then. Yes. Have you read Fante? It was Bukowski's favorite. Not bad, but different. Um, I have not. Let me look this up. Uh, do 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 do. See, see the first when I look it up. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Latest novella drops in on the real life of the self-styled Fante Bukowski as he. Um, oh, so it's a graphic novel. Very nice. Very, very nice. John Fante Ask the Dust was his favorite book. He wrote a hilarious foreword for it. I want Fetish 3 by 3s to be a meme here. I find it interesting what our tiny clique of shut-ins think is sexy. Hmm. If more people want to do them, go on ahead. Um, oh wow, this look at this. This graphic novel looks really good. Okay. Um, John Fante Ask the Dust was his favorite book. He wrote a hilarious foreword for it. Let's see here. Oh, okay. I've heard of I've heard of this book before. As soon as I saw the cover, as soon as I saw the cover with that palm tree, as soon as I saw the cover with that palm tree there, I was like, "Oh, okay." No, I haven't read this one. I need to. Autism, isolation, and internet porn makes for some crazy shit. I wonder if it'll let you read the foreword on here. Introduction. Where's the Okay, so it's right here. I'm gonna read it on stream. Uh uh you might enjoy Palanuyuk as well, relatively similar. Hey, hey, have you read American Psycho? You would love it. I need to read American Psycho. I haven't read it for whatever reason. It's a bit long, but I'm gonna read it at some point. It does seem exactly like the kind of book I would enjoy. Okay. Uh, let's read this forward because reasons. I was a young man, starving, drinking, and trying to be a writer. I did most of my reading at the downtown LA Public Library, and nothing I read related to me or to the streets or to the people about me. It seemed as if everyone was playing word tricks, that those who said almost nothing at all were considered excellent writers. Their writing had an admixture of subtlety, craft, and form, and it was read, and it was taught, and it was ingested, and it was passed on. It was a comfortable contrivance, a very slick and careful word culture. One had to go back to the pre-revolution writers of Russia to find any gamble, any passion. There were exceptions, but these exceptions were so few that reading them was quickly done, and you were left staring at rows and rows of exceedingly dull books. With centuries to look back on, with all their advantages, the moderns just weren't very good. I pulled book after book from the shelves. Why didn't anybody say something? Why didn't anybody scream out? I tried other rooms in the library. The section on religion was just a vast bog to me. I got into philosophy. I found a couple bitter Germans who cheered me for a while. Then that was over. I tried mathematics, but upper math was just like religion. It ran right off me. What I needed seemed to be absent everywhere. I tried geology and found it curious, but finally non-sustaining. I found some books on surgery, and I liked the books on surgery. The words were new and the illustrations were wonderful. I particularly liked and memorized the operation on mesocolon. Then I dropped out of surgery, and I was back to the big room with the novelists and short story writers. When I had enough cheap wine to drink, I never went to the library. A library was a good place to be when you had nothing to drink or to eat, and the landlady was looking for you, and for the back rent money. In the library, at least, you had the use of the toilet facilities. I saw quite a number of other bums in there, most of them asleep on the top of their books. I kept on walking around the big room, pulling the books off the shelves, reading a few lines, a few pages, and then putting them back. Then one day I pulled a book down and opened it, and there it was. I stood for a moment, reading. Then, like a man who had found gold in the city dump, I carried the book to a table. The lines rolled easily across the page. There was a flow. Each line had its own energy and was followed by another like it. The very substance of each line gave the page a form, a feeling of something carved in it. And here, at last, was a man who was not afraid of emotion. The humor and the pain were intermixed with a superb simplicity. The beginning of that book was a wild and enormous miracle to me. I had a library card. I had checked the book out, took it to my room, climbed into my bed, and read it. And I knew long before I had finished that there was a man who had evolved a distinct way of writing. The book was Ask the Dust, and the author was John Fante. He was to be a lifetime influence on my writing. I finished Ask the Dust and looked for other books of Fante's in the library. I found two, Dago Red and Wait Until Spring, but Beldini, Bandini. They were of the same order, written of and from the gut and the heart. Yes, Fante had a mighty effect on me. Not long after reading these books, I began living with a woman. She was a worse drunk than I was, and we had some violent arguments, and often I would scream at her, "Don't call me a son of a bitch. I am Bendini, Arturo Bendini." Fante was my god, and I knew that gods should be left alone. One didn't bang at their door. Yet, I liked to guess about where he had lived on Angel's Flight, and I imagined it be possible that he still lived there. Almost every day I walked by and I thought, is that the window Camilla crawled through? And is that the hotel door? Is that the lobby? I never knew. 39 years later, I reread Ask the Dusk. That is to say, I reread it this year, and it still stands, as do Fante's other works. But this one is my favorite, because it was my first discovery of the magic. There are other books besides Dago Red and Wait Until Spring, Bendini, there are Full of Life, and The Brotherhood of the Grape. And at that moment, Fante has a novel in progress. A Dream of Bunker Hill. Through other circumstances, I finally met the author this year, and there is much more to the story of John Fante. It is a story of terrible luck and a terrible fate, and of a rare and natural courage. Someday it will be told, but I feel that he doesn't want me to tell it here. But let me say that the way of his words and the way of his way are the same, strong and good and warm. That's enough. Now this book is yours. Charles Bukowski, April 6th, 1977. I just read that. It was a very good foreword. I want to read this book now. I think I'll buy it next month. Chuck Pentalanook is the writer of Fight Club. Oh, okay. Shit, wish I could send you books, heart. I mean, you technically can. Do you have Discord, Flevu Chegaga? Do you have Discord? I can just give you my Discord. Let me find if it's on here. Marilyn Manson's autobiography, A Long Road Out of Hell, is on the banned book list. You might enjoy it. I'll have to check it out. I don't really like his music very much, but I always thought he was an interesting guy. I have Discord. Yep. Oh, okay. So let me go to my channel because I have the numbers. I have the numbers for my Discord on my anime list. So if you go to my anime list account, which is on the front of my channel, you'll find my Discord there, but I'll just post it in the chat. Let me sign in here. I have to sign into my other account because I can't remember this sign into my main account, and I have to check paper. Because this is the thing with me is that I almost never put passwords. I almost never put passwords in my computer. What I tend to do, is that I write them down, and in in a sense, it's better because like your computer can never get hacked and people won't find them or whatever. But at the same time, it's difficult to sort through all that paper, and you need to remember where things. There we go. Okay, so I posted the Discord with my meme account. Um, there you go. The first chapter of Manson book is amazing. Thanks for the Discord. No problem. Yeah, I'll have to read it then. So many great books to read, as well as his short story he put in there, or the LSD trip. Nice. Uh, oh boy, I've almost been streaming for 3 hours. See, I wanted to have the laundromat video be the last video I made of the year. I wanted it to be the last one of the year because I thought that would be, oh, that's kind of poetic, whatever. But I broke it. I broke it by doing this stream instead. Yeah, I can't believe I can't believe I didn't know more about Ask the Dusk when it's Bukowski's favorite book. I hashtag fake fan. Star is a fake fan of Bukowski. Oh. I'm certainly in a better mood now, having done the stream than I was when I was throughout most of today. Is this is the thing with me is that whenever I do a stream, I'm always in a better mood afterwards. I think at this point, though, I might end the stream unless one of you has something you might want to say. Is I think I'm about exhausted at this point of things to say, and then I'm gonna try to sleep again. Um, but unless one of you guys has something you want to tell me, then I think I'm about to head out. Well, good night, sweet star. Good night to you as well. Um, hopefully I can actually get to sleep this time. Um, I checked on Discord and it said you hadn't sent the friend request yet, so whenever you get around to that, I'll be on there. So I'm very tired. Good night, Star. Good night, Star to you, or good night to you as well, Princess Dashi. It's been very nice. It's been very nice chatting with you. Um, make a tier list for all the races. Brian says good night. Good night to you. Um, uh, I don't have a list. I can't list them in my head. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to decline on that one, Dad gun. I can't think of a hierarchy that works. Um, okay. Good night, everyone. Thank you again for listening.